The fight will end just like every other Tom Aspinall fights, with his first round victory. He's simply better in every aspect, and the only thing that could help Gane is something fire-powered. You can't just suddenly start believing in yourself out of nowhere, and every time Ciryl Gane faces real top competition, he seems to lose all his weapons and break before the fight even begins. He'll lose them again this time. Aspinall will take him down, and from there, it's either ground and pound or choke. What do you think of this prediction? Do you agree with me? But wait, maybe the Frenchman has something special prepared for the Brit. Let's break this fight down in detail so there is no doubt left about who the real winner will be. The heavyweight title race has finally moved off dead center. The upcoming numbered event UFC 321 will feature a main event showdown between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane. In the division rankings, Gane currently holds the number 1 spot, while Tom, who never got the chance to face Jon Jones, was declared the real champion without a fight. Now he enters this bout as the favorite, defending his title for the first time. In my opinion, Gane's wins over Volkov and Spivak didn't really improve his chances for this upcoming clash. Ciryl remains a dangerous and competitive fighter, but it feels like he simply has nothing to offer against such a driven and active Brit. As expected, Tom's once again the clear favorite. His speed, technique and fight IQ are going to catch the Frenchman off guard. Gane looks like a guy who's already seen his best days. Sure, Cyryl's got the reach, but Tom's actually a bit taller and a lot sharper. Alright guys, this is where I want to hear your take. Who is winning this one? Your comments are always packed with smart and surprising insights, things I hadn't even noticed myself. So don't hold back, drop your predictions below, I read them all. Ciryl Gane, a former interim UFC heavyweight champion and the owner of 1 Fight of the Night bonus and 3 Performance of the Night awards. He is a pure striker with a heavy emphasis on stand-up. In 2023, he defeated Sergey Spivak via technical knockout, and 2024 earned a rather controversial split decision victory over Alexander Volkov. This was one of those cases where a win brought not glory but a wave of hate from the community. Even Dana White called Gane's victory over Volkov a robbery by the judges, and judging by the reaction of the crowd, it's hard to believe there was anyone in the arena who disagreed. Ciryl is a perfect example of how quickly even a top-tier fighter can lose his form. Yes, he still has great technique, solid grappling, and real striking power, but the gap in speed and endurance compared to the Brit will be just too big. Gane will have to take risks and put pressure on Aspinall, constantly breaking up his attacks. Only fast takedowns and control on the ground could help him win rounds or maybe land some effective ground and pound. But if Ciryl once again sticks to his academic MMA, long feeling out process and short striking exchanges, then by the middle of round 2, he'll realize he's giving the fight away. And the chances are he won't have enough left for a comeback. Guys, are there any Gane fans among you who still believes in him? I don't think everyone will be on the Brit's side, so let's give the Frenchman at least some chance. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one of them and try to reply to all. Tom Aspinall, the UFC heavyweight champion. He's earned 7 Performance of the Night bonuses and holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It seems that after 3 years, Tom has finally proven to his critics that the painful injury and loss to Curtis Blades were nothing but an unfortunate accident, one that will never happen again. And in their rematch, Brit answered Blades' aggression immediately, finishing the fight in the very first round. Of course, Aspinall doesn't plan to rush into a wild brawl against Gane or go all in from the opening seconds, but he's learned a lot from Cyryl's last fight, especially that even a short grappling exchange drains the Frenchman's gas tank and robs him of nearly half his usual speed. But even if Tom doesn't take advantage of that opening, trying to tire Ciryl out, he can still cause plenty of problems on the feet thanks to his speed and unusually sharp technique for a heavyweight. Those quick, double lightning punches will be his main weapon against Gane. Guys, can anyone point out any real weaknesses in the Brit's game? Honestly, I couldn't find any. So, what could possibly help Gane beat the champion? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I will be reading them all, and I'm sure others will find it interesting too. To be fair, Alexander Volkov should have been in Gane's place right now. But the judges made a mess of their fight, and now we've got what we've got. A fake contender getting yet another shot. It's actually crazy that the UFC is giving him a third title opportunity, especially considering how he folded against both Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou. The Brit, on the other hand, is a fighter with virtually no weaknesses. Many even favored him in that long-awaited matchup against Jon Jones. He's brilliant on the feet, he knocked out Sergey Pavlovich, and he's just as dangerous on the ground, as shown by his flawless armbar finish against Alexander Volkov. Aspinall moves like a middleweight with perfect conditioning, and his only loss in the UFC came due to injury just 15 seconds into the first round. He simply didn't have enough time to finish Curtis Blades. There is something to keep in mind. Tom almost always finishes his fights in round 1. Only Andrei Arlovsky somehow managed to make it to the second. In his last fight, Aspinall got revenge on Curtis Blades, knocking him out in under a minute. Payback for that weird loss years ago. Though, to be fair, that loss wasn't on Blades. Tom blew out his own knee, throwing a low kick. Right now, it's hard to find anyone, expert or fan, who doesn't believe Tom Aspinall's walking out of UFC 321 with another first-round finish. And guys, don't forget to check the links in the description. I've put together a playlist of other great UFC breakdowns and fights for you. Go take a look. There is a ton of cool stuff there. Over the years, Gane has transformed from a fast, technical attacking puncher into a cautious and somewhat static tactician, one who now struggles to outstrike even the slower Alexander Volkov. Now imagine him trying to counter Tom's lightning fast attacks. A fighter who won't waste time on a filling out process but will instead apply constant pressure with long, explosive combinations. Aspinall will look to intimidate his opponent early with chaotic, unpredictable offense. As we've seen before, Gane struggles badly under that kind of pressure. He often backs up, throwing low kicks in an attempt to slow his opponent down. In any case, it's hard to picture what kind of mistakes motivated and rapidly improving Brit, like Aspinall, would have to make to lose this fight. A man who not so long ago looked ready to knock out even the legendary Don Jones. My prediction, Tom Aspinall wins by a massive knockout in the first or second round. Stay safe, stay tuned. From the community, but he's learned a lot from will be his main weapon against Gane. Look to intimidate